It's the venue that's had plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're underway from Kansas City. Fielded at the 7. Spins out of one stop.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one into 41. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
Yellow. That's a lot, Eddie. I got him. On me. My side.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Yellow. I go on, Eddie. Hey, Sunday. My side.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
At the 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Hey, Ripley. Yellow. Hey, Rip. One, Eddie. My side.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage against good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Handoff on 2nd and short. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
50, yellow. Let's go, Lou, Eddie. My side.
Quick throw. Behind the line. He lost that football. Recovered by the Broncos. And they can't call a return. Together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field. Well, while the new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble.
A 57-yard attempt.
It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And we continue to await our opening score of this ballgame.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Drive starts with an option, right side. Well, maybe the rest of the game's going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's going to be first down Denver.
A gain of 12.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Broncos don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chiefs nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick
Fairbairn
off.
has it all set up for the kickoff. Starting at the 10. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's got room to roam. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Give him 24 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Oh, they didn't see what that draw had coming until it was too late, Kate. And when they saw the opening he's about to hit, well, can't really repeat what they were saying down there, but I could promise you none of it was any good.
Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
A give now from the gun. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. From the pistol, Smith. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on third down.
Brings up third and 3.
To the air, Mahomes. This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the results, fourth down coming up. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Now, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Online, but not enough juice to it. That one falls short. It's no good. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort. but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Nix with it on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up second down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. Third down coming up.
Those are exactly the plays, Kate, that the corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
Hyatt going in motion right. On third down, here's Nix. He finds his back, Harvey. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Nix from the gun. Hyatt with the grab. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. They'll run it here. It's James Conner. Defense following the ball perfectly on that zone read and close in on him for a loss. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. It's the Broncos out in front. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range. Now Nix. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on third down. They'll throw, third and long. Looking underneath here for Conner. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, foot down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So here's Kaimi Fairbairn, ready for the field goal try. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season.
Set to kick off.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
The running back gets it on the draw. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They get 22 out of that play. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
On my play sheet, Kate, I've got draws and screens in the same area. Those are the areas you want to attack a defense when they're getting too far upfield. That defense got upfield, and that draw did the rest.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong.
43. Line. Let's go line. That
one finds Xavier Worthy. And he has this down to the 34. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Kansas City Chiefs, 1st down.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
34-yard line.
43.
There's a dive up the middle. He scampers ahead for about 4. It's 2nd down now.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Yellow.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force his 4th down.
For the field goal, a 47-yard attempt.
Butker knocks it through. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
This makes it up to the 25. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Nix now to throw. Complete to Hyatt. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They'll take an option to the right on first down. He gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
Well, there's going to be a missed assignment on somebody's grade sheet tomorrow. That read option game with the quarterback, there is always a defender that's responsible for the QB. That time, QB takes advantage.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, give to Hill. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First down now, ball at the 33. Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds Hyatt. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
They'll go to the option on second down. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that's good for a Broncos first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hill now from the gun. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Next, quick out wide, complete. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out.
They're on 17-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10.
Yellow.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
On the tackle. It's a loss of a yard.
Hey,
Brings up 2nd and 11.
57,
At the 16-yard line.
Play action, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Here's to the second straight play, Brock. They're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
And he gets it away from his end zone. Hits the 40. And he gets it forward all the way to the 44.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos boat racing them to the halftime locker room. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow. All right, 80.
Plowing up the middle. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 23-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Yellow. Let's go, 80.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. Nice catch along the sideline. Awesome body control to stay in bounds there. Ooh, but we've got a flag on the play. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back. Now, that penalty certainly didn't help their cause, partner. It's 3rd down.
Yellow.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Also the hurry up here.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. Mitch Wisnowski headed back out as they'll punt it away once more. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. And plenty of hang time on this one. And they'll down this one a little shy of the 40. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Harrison Butker in a kickoff.
Butker on now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Nix now on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
1st down, Broncos.
Here's quick pass to the right side. Cup. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Passing downfield, working the left. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Working inside the red zone. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Brought in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So here's Kaimi Fairbairn, ready for the field goal try. It's only a chip shot from the right hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And the advantage now sits at 24.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2-for-2 for this kicker.
Returning it from the 4. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He sells it just a couple of yards on that carry, and that brings up 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and I'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Pistol now for Mahomes. Buying some time right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Broncos have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They get 37 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Getting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the bunker. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Gain of 6.
There's no question. The greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Hand off to the back. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play sent down behind the line. Looking quickly here.
Brought down back at the 32.
Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Number 18. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
Yellow. Yellow. Hey, 57, 57. I don't need to.
To the air on 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th.
Yellow.
They're going for it with Mahomes. Finds him on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Look at that, no worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive.
Well, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Wait.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. He rolls to his right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
The give here on 2nd. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Hey, 57.
3rd and long for him here. And downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. And they drop him with a big hit, but That's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. On the run, deep down the left side. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Hauled in by Gray. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. That's incomplete left side. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. He finds Smith here underneath. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Right side.
They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
15. Yellow. Right side.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs putting up points in a game decided. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points.
Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Mims on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. And off now to Hill. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Kill.
They go right back to Hill. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
throw. 3rd and long. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Short pass brought in. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Now an inside give to Hill. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
That's caught for the 1st. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
This finds Franklin. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Nix from the gun. It is cut left side. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're in the 1st and goal.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that 1st down. Well done.
And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Broncos keep running away with this. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
15.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Easy.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Yellow. Color. Hey, 57. Hey, 43. Attack!
Throwing is Mahomes. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Fight down these two. Attack! Let's go, Lord! Come back!
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
He's out of the clear. Broncos continue adding to an insurmountable lead.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos continue piling on to this lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So it'll be 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Yellow, yellow.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
Attacking, attack! 15. Yellow.
Play action, Mahomes. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos take possession just shy of midfield following the interception and the lengthy return. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Right up the gut to Hill. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know it from the position of the quarterback, Kate. Sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Hill again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Now give it to Hill. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's good for Broncos 1st down.
A gain of 14. And the Broncos 1st down.
Here's Hill. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? He can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in a game that's already decided. All right, one more snap to play here. They'll run it with Hill. And 2nd down only works out for a yard. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Kansas City.